Super 8 is a modern homage to the old Spielberg films. But is this sci-fi adventure the E.T. for a new generation, or is this movie a cinematic train wreck? Find out right now on Moviology. In the summer of 1979, in a small Ohio town, Joe Lamb and his friends witness a catastrophic train crash while making a movie with their Super 8mm camera. When the locals start to disappear, and even Joe's dad, the inquisitive deputy, can't come up with answers, suspicions emerge that the incident was anything but an accident. With the military cover-up in full swing, the truth finally begins to emerge. No one is prepared to learn what now stalks the unsuspecting citizens of this once quiet community. Super 8 stars Kyle Chandler, Ellie Fanning, and a whole lot of relatively unknown actors. It was written and directed by J.J. Abrams. Welcome to Moviology, your ticket to engaging the spectacular world of film from the bedrock of biblical truth. I'm Stuart Adams. Don't forget to visit Moviology on our website, our YouTube channel, our Facebook page, and our Twitter. Email us at info@movieology.tv and be sure to sign up for Moviology's free newsletter on the website. Super 8 is a film lover's kind of movie. The creative style is extremely nostalgic as it harkens back to past films like E.T., The Goonies, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and Jaws. And though many aspects of the film are in some sense borrowed, the film still manages to have its own unique identity and originality. The music and camera work are brilliant, as Abrams lends his own creativity to the project, with many of his trademark film elements such as gratuitous amounts of lens flares and fictional product names. For me, the look and feel of the movie just works. The acting is superb across the board, with the child actors showcasing their talents, especially in the serious, dramatic portions. Super 8 consists of two main story arcs. The first being the group of kids who are making an amateur movie for a film competition, and the second follows the mysterious entity that arrived on the derailed train. The former is where the film truly shines, as we see the protagonist Joe dealing with hard issues, like how to deal with the tragic death of his mother. Joe's friends become his support system, as his father is overwhelmed by the prospect of raising Joe alone. At first it looks like another dads or idiots scenario, wherein the kids are always right and the adults are always wrong. However, the character progression throughout the film leads to one of the most predominant themes that I'll get to in a moment. The second story arc involves a lot of mystery until the end of the movie, and this is what Abrams seems to be very good at. In the same vein as Jaws, we don't see the shark until over halfway through the film. However, in the case of Super 8, the shark is an alien. This part of the movie includes the true antagonist, in the form of the Air Force, who is trying to cover up the conspiracy no matter who they have to run over. There's a subtle political statement here that could refer to animal cruelty depending on whether or not you consider aliens to have souls. The film itself does not deal with that. In fact, Super 8 is an almost completely non-religious movie, in that religion does not plainly appear in any aspect of the story. The main theme is one of forgiveness, as Joe's dad learns to forgive those whom he was bitter against, and the alien too has what could be called a change of heart at the climax of the movie. In addition, Super 8 is about letting go of those who have died and moving on with life, as well as presenting the trials and triumphs of childhood in a very real and dramatic way. Now let's take a moment to thank our sponsor. American Vision is dedicated to restoring America's biblical foundation. They have invaluable resources for history, apologetics, eschatology, and worldview studies. As a Moviology fan, you are treated to 10% off all purchases at AmericanVision.com when you use the coupon code Hollywood at checkout. American Vision is the ministry that will help you understand the world you live in, so check them out at AmericanVision.com. Super 8 is not a perfect film. There are several unexplained phenomena regarding the alien, and the resolution of the two story arcs doesn't mesh as well as I think it should. Still, Super 8 is a masterful film that pulls off the 1970s Spielberg motif and character-driven story with a well-written script and excellent stylistic choices. Though less pronounced in this film, the worldview does convey the positive message of love heals all wounds. Those looking for a big-budget action movie may be disappointed, as the film falls more into the genre of drama. There is so much more that we could say about this film, but alas, we haven't the time. I give Super 8 4 stars for its ability to be very original while still paying homage to a tried and true formula. It conveys a positive message wrapped in a visual style and dramatic tone that takes me back to my childhood and reminds me of why I love the art of filmmaking. As always, be sure to research this movie for content before going to see it. If you'd like to discuss this movie further, please email us at info@movieology.tv, or you can message us on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. Until next time, I'm Stuart Adams. Thanks for watching. Stuart Adams. Don't forget to visit. Let's redo the whole entire thing just for kicks and giggles. You didn't like that? I mean, I thought that was a pretty good take. All the stuff we've got, he'll be able to piece it together. That religion is not, does not. Speaking words, the second story arc involves a lot of mystery until the end of the movie, and that is what Abrams seems to be very good at. Blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah.
Okay.